Hello and welcome to my 33-week pregnancy update with baby number 8. If you saw last week's pregnancy update, then I do apologise. I was feeling a little bit negative then, but a lot can change in a week and I'm feeling really positive again, happy and all back to normal. So if you're pregnant and you're feeling a bit down and you're feeling like the pregnancy is never going to end and all the rest of it, then do not despair. Next week you could feel completely different and be back to being your happy self again, so try not to worry too much. This week I have been more focused on preparing for the end of the pregnancy, preparing for the birth and everything. So what I have started doing is drinking plenty of red raspberry leaf tea. I have got a really huge bag of loose tea leaves, the red raspberry leaf tea leaves. And so what I'm doing is I'm putting 4 heaped teaspoons of that in a teapot with 4 cups of boiling water. Then I will let it brew for at least 5 minutes. Pour myself a cup of hot red raspberry leaf tea. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of honey to it, sometimes I won't. It isn't the most pleasant tasting thing in the world, but I don't mind too much because I know the benefits of it. And then the rest that's left in the pot, I sometimes just let go cold and then I'll just drink it cold basically, maybe add some ice cubes, maybe some honey again or whatever. Also when it's hot, sometimes I add in some coconut oil because that's supposed to be really good for you as well. So I just stir that in, whatever I fancy at the time really. But the reason that I take the red raspberry leaf tea in preparation for the birth is because I have heard from many pregnant women, or mothers should I say, I've heard from many mothers that it helps make the labour shorter and less painful, if not completely pain-free. And I know that sounds crazy, like how could you possibly have a pain-free labour without taking any drugs? But with my last one I did experience pretty much pain-free labour and I had drunk a lot of red raspberry leaf tea, so I'm going to do the same again and hope that again I don't have any of the pain. So that's my number 1 recommendation for pregnant women: drink your red raspberry leaf tea. It doesn't taste very nice, but it's so worth it. It really tones the uterus. Not only does it tone the uterus, but it tones the pelvic floor muscles as well. It's wonderful. My second recommendation for pregnant women is to get yourself a massive jar of coconut oil. I've got this organic one. It's raw, extra virgin coconut oil, and I use that on my bump and my boobs just to prevent any stretch marks. I do have a few, but you know, this is my 8th baby. You've got to expect a couple, haven't you? But generally it's not too bad, and I think that's because I always use a lot of coconut oil. I do not think it is worth buying the expensive stretch mark creams that have got all weird odd chemicals in. If you can't eat it, you shouldn't be putting it on your skin, and certainly shouldn't be putting it on the bump near the baby, where that's all going to be absorbed by the baby and everything. Just remember that your skin is your largest organ, and what you put on it, if you can't eat it, well, basically don't put it on. So big one of those is ideal. And also it's good, like I said, to add into your red raspberry leaf tea. It's naturally antibacterial, and it's the closest fat to human breast milk that you can get, so it's easily absorbed for the good fat. You know, it's got good fats in it. It's not going to make you fat, don't get me wrong, it's not bad like that. My third top tip for pregnant women is to make sure you are hydrating. This is so important. When you're pregnant, your bowels tend to get clogged up, but if you are hydrated, then it's a lot better. You won't get clogged up so much. And also it helps with your skin, because I don't know about you, but I find with pregnancy my skin gets really dry. But if you stay hydrated, that does help with the skin. Also, it helps with if you've got any swellings, like if your ankles are swollen, fingers, wrists, face. I usually get a very swollen face when I'm pregnant, and it has swollen up a bit around my chin like usual, but not too much, and I think that's because I'm making sure I drink a lot more water this time. I'm drinking about 3 litres a day, and yes, I have to go to the toilet a lot, but it doesn't matter. It's better than getting the big swollen face that I had last time, so I'm happy to go to the loo an extra couple of times a day if it means not having the swollen face. So plenty of water is very, very necessary. Another thing that I would recommend to pregnant women is to get yourself one of these cushions. I can't remember what they're called, but they're mainly sold for breastfeeding. You know, you put them on your lap and the baby rests on this bit, so you haven't got to lean over and get backache while you're breastfeeding. But they're actually very helpful during pregnancy as well, because you can pop it between your legs at night, just between the knees, so you don't get the hip ache that you sometimes get towards the end of pregnancy. And also I found it's very, very good for putting a laptop on when you've got a bump, because you kind of run out of lap. But if you put this, you know, over your knees a bit, then the laptop sits on nicely. If you don't have it on there and you just put your laptop straight on your knees, it feels like your laptop's going to fall off, and also your bump is kind of over your laptop, so this cushion helps with laptop work. This is also a good time just before, you know, in the few weeks before birth, to go on date nights, because after you've had the baby it could be a little while until you can go on any more date nights. So get in as many date nights as you can now. If you're getting backache during your pregnancy, or even if you're not pregnant, but if you're getting backache, then I would recommend having a nice hot bath. Not too hot, but nice and warm. Add in some Epsom salts. That's really great because of the magnesium in the Epsom salts. It helps with all the muscle ache, so I've been doing that quite regularly as well. And also take some magnesium, either magnesium powder or tablets. That also helps with backache and also helps keep your bowels regular too. I haven't weighed myself this week. I don't feel any different really than last week physically, so yeah, I haven't bothered to weigh myself this week, but I'll do it again next week and let you know how that's going. I'm sleeping so much better now. I did go through quite a long time of quite bad insomnia during this pregnancy, but my sleep's been brilliant lately, so I cannot complain about that. I still feel like I've got tons and tons of things that I need to get and to do before I have the baby, and now it actually feels like I haven't got long. I'm 33 weeks, so because I'm under the consultant's care, they've said that they want to start to induce me at 37 weeks, so that's only 4 weeks. I mean, I personally think that I'm not going to be induced, but I'm just saying potentially in 4 weeks, you know, I'm full term, could be having the baby, and I've got so much to do. Like, I need to get a car seat. I've actually decided which one I want now, and I still haven't got a pushchair or pram, so I need to sort that out. And I need to get, you know, all the things for the hospital bag. I need to get nipple cream, breast pads, you know, all those kinds of essential things. And I need to get out the baby clothes from the loft and give them a wash and sort through what I can keep. I think I already did do that before I put them up in the loft, but just double check that I've got the right stuff. And I need to stock up on nappies and water wipes, and what else do I need? I don't know, but I really have to be getting on with that over the next week or so. And as soon as I've got my hospital bag ready, then I will show you what I've got in there. Now I'll just show you how big my bump looks quickly. I'll just show you here. Not much different really. And I thank you very much for watching. I want to give a big thank you to all the people that have been following along throughout the whole of my pregnancy journey and commenting and encouraging me when I've been feeling down. It's been really great to have you there. It's been like a little therapy session to be able to sit down and be self-indulgent and say how I've been feeling and really, you know, think about how I've been feeling, because sometimes you don't make the time to really think like, how am I feeling today, do you? You just get on with it. But it's been nice to be able to just sit down and reflect on the past week and let you all know how I've been feeling. So thank you for everybody who's been watching and following along. I really appreciate the little community that I have. So yeah, thank you very much. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up please, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you soon. Bye.